Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new then welcome to my channel. I am Cami and Baby, and today's video is going to be about getting pregnant again and having another little kid. If you can hear my son, he's got the Color Crew on YouTube going on, and he's also playing an app on his little tablet. So if you hear that, he might also whine. He's been a little fussy today, so we'll just breathe together. But yeah, if you guys are new, I hope you will consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started talking about getting pregnant again, my thoughts and feelings, and all of that kind of stuff. So if you guys don't know, I do have a son. He is 20 months old. He's a little boy named Parker, and I didn't have a super hard pregnancy with him. The only issue I really had was high blood pressure, and that kind of concerns me going into another pregnancy or getting pregnant again, because it was very stressful on me. I did have to take blood pressure medication throughout the pregnancy prescribed by my OB, and then I also got induced a little bit early. It was supposed to be even earlier, but they ended up waiting. So that kind of just stresses me out in general, but I did have kind of stressful things going on in my life at that point. But I wasn't together for my husband, my now husband, for very long before we had gotten pregnant. But now we've almost been married for 2 years, and we've been together for 3. And he is kind of mixed on having another baby as well. I think I want another baby, and he's more like, I don't know. There's obviously some concerns and things like that for both of us. Now, when we did have my son, he had just gotten out of the military. My husband had, because he was unhappy in it, so he switched to another job like a couple months after my son was born. But for my son being born, we had insurance, and we know he had his good job and like a steady income and all of those kind of things, which was great. And now he's got a steady income and all of that, but he doesn't have insurance anymore because he's no longer in the military, and that's just something we haven't gotten because we don't visit the doctor very often besides Parker going to his appointments, and then we just kind of pay cash at that point. But not having insurance and going to appointments and having a baby is very, very expensive, and that is something that we would have to plan for. That's something we would have to have a lot more savings for, and things like that, and we just really don't have that at this point in time. Now, if something happened and I was pregnant, I'm sure we could figure it out. I'm sure there are lots of options. If you didn't have insurance and you have been pregnant, let me know what you guys did for, like, you know, insurance wise, or I know there's a bunch of options. I kind of don't understand them all, but if you guys have been through that, comment below, let me know, so I'm more informed. But another concern besides just having no insurance, and I don't really want to have a high blood pressure pregnancy again, just because it was stressful on me. It was probably stressful on everyone. And the other issue is just my son. I love him with all of my heart. He's literally my everything. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm with him 24/7. He co-sleeps with me. He still's breastfeeding. Like, there's a lot to it, to our relationship. He's very, very, very much a mama's boy, not so much, you know, a daddy's boy, because daddy provides our income, daddy works, daddy goes to school sometimes. So I'm the one that's always here. I'm the one that's with him, and I feel like if I had another kid, if I had a newborn that I had to give my attention to, it would break his heart, which would of course break my heart. He's my entire world, and I would never want my son or any kid that I had to feel less than, or not, you know, not important enough, or like he wasn't enough for us, so we had to have another child. I don't want him to grow envious of the other child, because I know with a newborn I would be putting a lot of my effort into him or her, and that is something it worries me, it concerns me. And I know it concerns my husband as well, because he's very much, he doesn't want our son to feel left out. He doesn't want our son to, you know, be sad, and that's exactly what I feel. And I don't know how some parents do it, because if my kid was sad and like upset, I'm sure he would be a great big brother, but if he felt any of these things, like, I would feel awful. I would feel like I was being very, very selfish. And you know, I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to make him feel like that. if you guys have had a younger kid, like I said, he's 20 months old. He's still a baby. He's still my baby. He's a toddler, but he's not like, you know, a toddler. So if you guys have a young kid and then you've also had a newborn baby, let me know how they adjusted, how they did, because again, it's just something that's concerning for me. It's concerning for my husband because he's our world, and we just don't want him to feel left out or sad, because that would break our hearts. And we don't have a very big house. We do now have our own house. We pay mortgage on it. We bought our own house. Now, when my son was born, we had just moved into my dad's house to help kind of get everything together. We had moved out of an apartment, and now we kind of have a little bit more of our life together, but I don't know if I could handle 2 kids. We have a 3rd bedroom, but it is a guest bedroom. It's not very big. My son's room isn't very big, and it's not like he sleeps in there anyway. But I wouldn't want to put another bed in my son's room because I would like my son to have his own space. And the whole reason I'm making this video is because I get questions and things like that about when we're having another kid and if we want another kid. I would love to have another kid. I just have a lot of concerns and like thoughts going through my mind, because again, I'm the type of person to worry. Would I love to have another kid if we had insurance and, you know, we had a bigger house and I didn't feel like my son was going to feel left out on everything? Yes, I would love to have another kid. But I'm only 22 years old. I'm not very old, so it's not like we're like rushing. My husband's 26. He's a little older than me, but it's not like, you know, we're 45 and we have to make a decision right now to have another kid. We have some time, and I would like Parker to have a sibling. I would really truly like that, because he's not around a lot of kids. The only time he interacts with kids is when we go to playgrounds or like parks or, you know, something like that, where he has a bunch of other kids and he tries to talk to them and like babbles and all of this kind of stuff. That's the most kid interaction he gets, and eventually he will get it when he goes to school and all of that. But I would love him to be a big brother. I think that would be so cute. I think he would be a really good big brother. I feel like he'd be protective over his little brother or sister. But at this point, when he's so small, I don't know if he could, you know, process what was going on, or process, you know, that we didn't do it to like hurt him, or we didn't do it to make him feel less than. I know it happens. I know plenty of kids, or plenty of parents who have 2 kids. My sister has 3 kids. She had them when they were all young. But this is just, again, things that's going through my mind and things that I truly worry about, because again, he's my entire world and I love him so incredibly much. I would love to have another baby. Don't know if that'll happen. Don't know when it'll happen. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to come on here and talk to you guys and chit chat and let you know my feelings on everything, because I know it's fine. I love to say I want another kid, but there's also a lot of thought and like stuff that goes into it. Yeah, I hope you guys don't think I'm crazy. I hope you understand where I'm coming from and like my thought process behind everything. And yeah, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.